to Balls and Banter, Season 3, Episode 1. We're back again, boys, and now budget has gone up, except whiskey tasting now. Bruce, how are you guys doing?
Good.
You're all right? I'm going to introduce you to today's guest, kind of whatever you want to call it. And I've actually worked on a little intro for all of you. That none of you guys know. So I'm going to start obviously with Joshua. Hey, number 1. They call him the man who has the exclusive to all the unshazamables. He loves his women like his football teams. Toxic. More battle tested than Prime Neomasha in the midfield. One half of the X-Corp Balls and Banter. Give it up for Joshua Nduruzi Sibeko. Number 2.
Is it me?
No.
Alright. The number wizard. Rumor has it he figured out the square root of 69 to the exact number. Unlike Drake.
Whoa.
He just said like 8 some or something like that.
Hey.
His first appearance on Balls and Banter. Does that make him a virgin?
Yeah.
Ooh.
They say in his prime he would man mark like Kafahal. But here we say, up the gunners. Give it up for Maphula.
So you've been wanting to say that. You've been wanting to say that.
3 years definitely. And then last but not least,
Save the best for last, eh?
his voice is as ashy as Zigwe from Tagalani Sesame at the moment. But I can tell you for a moment, he definitely wasn't acting in a cartoon. The original goon of Pitori, but migrated further south to Midrand.
Wait.
He comes through in the clutch like Didier Drogba in a final.
Hey.
Here we have the pride of London, Pholoso, PJ, Jele.
Chilling man.
The pride of more like the pride of Pretoria.
Now that all the festivities are done, guys, Season 3, Episode 1, let's get it started, man. Obviously, it was the 2023 AFCON, hosted in 2024 in Cote d'Ivoire. It was a tournament of crazy things, guys. Giant killings, amazing football, Cape Verde in South Africa, but we'll leave that alone.
Underdogs.
For me, I just want to ask, bro, like for you guys, what did you find of the tournament? Do you think this is actually going to set the standard going forward for African football? And do you think we can actually sustain what AFCON 2023 did?
Yeah. Finally, what can I say? Finally, African football is on the map, and everyone is recognizing that football in Africa is proper. Because previously, coaches would be like, AFCON is just a pastime tournament. It's just for the trophy. It's just for But since Mr. Patrice Motsepe, Moneyboy, made sure that everything came through, and right now, like, look at the fruits of his labor. From having 17 sponsors in the previous AFCON to 40 plus, and the revenue, everything is just showing that proper planning was made, and going forward, he set the benchmark very high. So shout out to them.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, no, I feel like countries came prepared now.
Facts.
Yeah, underdogs were really
That's the
fucking
thing.
shit up.
So many big boys got knocked out, bro. What's that? Those semi-finalists that we dealt with were Morocco, bro.
Yeah.
Chais. Defending champion Senegal. Chais.
You know one thing that Josh said when he said put African football on the map, like it's tempted and it's solidified. Because one thing I love about AFCON, your reputation counts for nothing.
Nah, you're nothing.
They're nothing.
Algeria, Morocco, Zomar is looking like a featherless piece. Setting me up. This AFCON, for me personally, was the best one I'd ever seen.
And I'm
Yeah,
sure
there's a
that
tweet. Yeah, you see what you say. There's a tweet. I don't know who tweeted this. If you know yourself, shout out. Who said when you go to AFCON, it's like they take off the vibranium off you, and everyone is on the equal playing field.
Yeah.
Sure.
Butu ya Salah, Butu ya Mang, April. AFCON. The top goal scorer is a defender
Sure.
in Spain.
But we gotta we gotta block at that kind of stuff though, because that's how also in the PSL we get 10 goals a season, top goal scorer, Bruce getting 250k, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but in terms of putting stuff on a level playing field, I think it's super good for the tournament.
Yeah.
that's what's happening, yeah.
Exactly.
Reputation.
Yeah, another lovely thing about this AFCON, like all the other editions, but I think this one is very specific. The storyline's too crazy.
Yeah.
Too crazy. You get
Crazy.
the finalists from the same group, The one was in third place. That broad beat cancer. Sebastian Haller, shout out to you, my boy.
But I don't understand. They pulled a Portugal on us, those guys.
Dog, even Cote d'Ivoire was host country. They finished third in the
They finished third.
They fired their coach.
Mid-tournament.
Yes.
Assistant coach comes through and says, wax, 1-0, 2-1.
Watch him get chowed after this. Watch him get chowed after this.
Dog, it doesn't matter. Whenever you walk in Ivory Coast, whatever that capital city is, dog, I say now, dog.
Yeah. You brought it home, dog.
Abidjan.
But yeah, I actually just wanted to ask, so for me it's two questions. You mentioned something about Papa Patrice pumping money into African football.
Yeah.
So obviously, when you think about it, I think the tournament winner won like just over 100 million rands or something along those lines. Do you think it's a thing of if you just pump money into football, it's sustainable? And then my second part of the question in terms of will the world now recognize it? Because now players like Onana taking charter flights from Newcastle or whatever, flying in 5 hours before kickoff, then he wants to play. Is that fair?
No,
Say I get injured in the tournament. No, I want to go rehab in Liverpool, but I'll come back. Everyone who has 2 brain cells knew that, but I wasn't coming.
But if you say you're going to play a tournament, I think it's best you sit with the camp and just bond with the camp.
Yeah.
True.
Because it's a locker room dynamic.
Yeah.
That if our
Team chemistry. Yeah.
Team chemistry.
You're gonna mess it up. Check.
Did you see how the Nigerians, I think in terms of hype, in terms of walking to the dressing room, which you guys saying TK, the Nigerians, though, with that boombox, Victor Osimhen is probably the biggest player in Africa right now. Yeah. That brother is one of the boys and he's playing with his mates, dog. Salah's put himself on this thing, I'm at Liverpool now. Actually.
Some point it was considered Ballon d'Or's big boy status. Big boy status.
But it gets to your head though, I feel like dog, they need to, that camaraderie needs to stay. Dog. Yes, you may play in Europe and all those things, but first and foremost, that's still African. You're still from this continent of gold, and never look down on it. But the tournament was gang and fire. And the boys, shout out to Bafana Bafana.
For a change.
Remember what I said when we were at what's this?
Hogs.
No, not hogs. I was like, if we practice shooting, we're definitely beating Nigeria.
And
what a semi-final.
Yeah.
Because if our shooting was on point, we would have.
Dog, you were owning Nigeria in that first half of the semi-final.
Guys, Mudao.
Yo, don't talk about that mess, dog. That one is still.
We had Nigeria's number.
Yeah, because they had a solid game.
They didn't have.
We had Nigeria's number. That game should have been signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, true.
Maybe, but obviously we lost as kids.
But even
that game was for me, game of the tournament.
Exactly.
For me,
the lead up to that game, even Monday to Friday, dog.
Banter
everywhere.
The banter.
DSTV Nigeria.
For pride. Bro, we're going to Shisanema right after this, dog.
What do you mean, Jolof Buffet? No, it's Jolof. I'm sorry, brother. No, not they do well.
We know you've got a connecting nearly beard, my brother. Please just wait, accept.
It's not a beard, it's a goatee. It's a goatee.
Just as a goatee.
Yeah.
But man, I think we can move on to the next thing. Just in terms of obviously now Bafana and the main makeup of the team was Sundowns, and at times it's even 9 players in the team.
Yeah.
Do you think that's good for Bafana? Because I look at it 2 ways. In terms of competitiveness, it puts us up here.
True.
In terms of national team.
True.
But now in terms of the league, dog, Bruce have won the league 7 times in a row. Is this Bayern Munich in disguise or something, bro?
Sorry to cut in, bro. AFCON. I hope Chiefs, Pirates, Super Sport, even though Chiefs is shit.
It was rubbish.
Hey, bro. And I'll also, and I'll also count in Cape Town City, which have teams that have proper development. If they do take AFCON seriously, like the CAF Champions Leagues, your Confederation League, the Europa of our Africa, if they take those tournaments very seriously, guys, our players, first of all, will get recognized and just go anywhere they want to go.
True.
2, our national team will be the strongest national team. Look at what we did with just locally based players. There's no overseas. Lyle Foster was like, we didn't need him.
Hey, but in
We
those
did.
knockout games,
We did, but
Nah.
we showed that we
Bruh.
really didn't need it. Because why? We still have quality.
True.
And the pace of football, the style of play that we're playing, totally different.
It wasn't one of suit
If
him.
you look at the Nigeria game, Nigeria were hot until they came to South Africa.
That Grootman did his job.
Yeah.
BMT. Bruce, he did his job.
Shout out to him.
Cool.
Shout out to
And that song gave us some doubt. We all doubted him, eh?
Online and I'm
We all doubted
That
Bafana,
man
chief.
left. That man left the top goal scorer in the PSL.
And he was like, no.
No, I'm good.
You don't fit within the team chemistry. It's that effect of knowing your team.
Yeah.
That actually, I'm sorry, you're the best player, but you don't fit
don't
here,
fit there.
unfortunately.
but I'm just glad he came back from that statement with Temba's one. Shishi at least was cooking Yana Cook's
Shishi Bafit.
Mshishi's a chef, dog.
Shishi.
You know, I don't know who was having your conversations. Like, I don't rate Tole. Guys, Tole and dirty work.
Pepele's midfield.
Oh, proper.
Tole and dirty work.
There's a reason why they call him Yaya.
That guy was doing the dirty work and fun.
There's a reason why they call him Yaya.
For me, dog, in terms of, let me not say better player, but in terms of when I was watching him compared to Mkwena, because those are the two obviously stars for Bafana Bafana.
Yeah.
Like you said, dog, Pep, he was doing some other shit in that midfield, dog. Backtracking, like
and
crazy.
it allowed Mkwena to play the role that he played. He gave him that allowance.
True. Vibes upfield, make things happen because he knows here, guys.
Dog, that's the thing, you can never outshine a number 8 if you're number 6. Your job is to protect the back line, cover any danger, and then
Dirty work. Dirty work. Grinding.
stuff.
To be a master of the dark arts. If you want to play that 6 low.
Yeah, but also what Sundowns is doing, bro, they're just throwing money everywhere. They find a threat, they throw money, eliminate the threat. That's how they're killing the other teams. Think about it. Except Chiefs. Chiefs doesn't count.
Building on your point on what you had asked earlier on, about throwing money and saying,
Probably a bit team.
and see how it goes. I think it depends on the structure. Because we all grew up seeing a team or two dominating a certain league.
Yes.
Yeah.
And leagues are still fine. So I think the Sundowns dominance that's going on, it's bad and good for the league, but I think there's more good.
There's more.
Very. Too much.
But if you,
It's bad.
which club? What's this club next to down the road, next to UJ, next to Vit? But that club has the best development. Look at the players that come there.
Highlands.
No, not Highlands. Vit.
Vitz, yeah.
Yeah.
Vitz Academy.
Oh,
Vit Academy.
Yeah.
Yo, but the players there.
It's almost like what Black Aces was, though, because when you look at the amount of gents that came from Black Aces, dog,
It's Cape Town City. It's the whole Cape Town City team. Like when Ajax Cape Town was still Ajax Cape Town.
Yeah.
The pipeline. Billiard. Dolly. Katsande.
Too crazy.
I can name
Yeah.
Stephen Pinar, Benny McCarthy,
They all.
those are ballers.
Quinton Fortune. All of these ballers.
Naming
chief.
some
Shit,
names
you are
that name some of the best
naming
ballers.
legends, eh?
Ballers.
Hey.
Sean Butler, chief. You understand? Proper ballers. Benny
So I think
yeah.
more than anything, especially from a SAFA point of view, it's the structures. Because Jele the money is there.
Oh, we've touched on
Thank you.
something. Can I just say that when you're done?
Alright.
SAFA chat. That we need to discuss, but please continue. I just wanted to say.
Because the money is there, we've seen it. Like you mentioned, how the sponsors and everything pushed AFCON. Now we're on the map. How you mentioned the Cheleta thing in the league. It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad
There
thing.
might be a few negatives, but overall, I think it's going to take us along. It's going to take us very far.
It has to.
But also survival of the fittest. If you want to survive, spend some money. That's
check.
it.
And at the end of the day, sports being sports the way it is now these days, you know that you need to spend money. You can't sit back and say,
run itself.
You can't run a football club to make a profit.
No.
You can't.
It's this thing, I'm sorry, Mom Keys, what she did. Fuck her. Buying Bloom Celtic. Bloom Celtic is an institution.
Bro.
yeah.
It's an institution.
But they were willing to sell, boy.
No. That's the problem. You can't take a business person who think football will bring profit. No, you must love the game.
Yeah, true. I agree with that.
Love the game. Look at Patrice. He's not there for the profit. There's one quote he said, he was like, my first 5 years, I thought I was going to make profit, and I saw football, I won't
not
make
about
money.
that.
Let me just let them play and let them enjoy. Look at what he's done.
Yeah.
Prime example, my beloved club Chelsea. We had an owner that loved football, and now we have someone who loves it. Holy God! Look at us. I just, hey,
We'll bring the transfers.
What are you signing for?
USA.
Wins or profits?
Arsenal wants to sign.
Yeah. Arsenal wants Mudrik. Sign. We have money.
Liverpool wants Caicedo. Sign.
No. No plan.
But going back to what you were saying about SAFA, guys, Danny Jordan has been president before we were all born.
Yes.
Of SAFA.
How-
Since 92, since re-ambition.
That man is running a mafia there.
Before the elections even.
That's a mob.
92, the first Bafana Bafana game against Cameroon, this bro was president of SAFA. How many years later? 32.
Nah, that's bad.
And you still want to be at the helm.
Yeah.
That's not good for our football.
That's very bad.
Like
Umbrella-wise, it's
when
not
I saw
good
that
for football, yeah.
Danny Jordan topic, I was like, as what? SAFA president or what? Because for the PSL, it does nothing. It does nothing.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Dog, and as much as he's done for the game, because I watched that documentary, the Super Sport one, I forgot what it was, where they were basically painting the picture of how PSL started. Dr. Ivan Koz,
Oh, yes, the
Kaiser,
whole-
how they all
yes.
came through, dog. And you're just like, yes, you understand what you did for the game with all these bros, bruh. Even with that bulldog British guy, whatever, I forgot what his name was, bruh. You built
Smart
this
man.
thing. But now, dog, at some point you have to say,
Let
give it
go.
to the young
Yeah.
man.
Let my baby grow.
Let them take over.
You understand?
What do you think the issue is?
The
Problem
problem
it's easy to say.
It's a power grab, bro.
yeah.
It's money.
Dog,
Serious?
exactly, dog. Look
mine.
at the development of SA, dog. I was speaking to my cousin and they were like, guys, do we still have under 15 and under 17 teams?
No, we don't. We don't
How
have
do you not have
developmental
under
team.
17? There's an under 17
Yeah,
World
yeah.
Cup, bro.
Yeah,
World Cup.
we don't.
And look at these kids. These kids
Under
play.
21, nothing.
I just think
Under 23.
That's the only
That's
thing
it.
I-
When was the last time you see
Kinda.
them play?
When was
When?
the
I
last
was
time?
about to say
Yeah.
that I haven't seen them play in a while.
Even Olympics are now. Did we qualify? What's happening?
Only Banyana's the one fighting, and we're gonna get to that.
You see? So that's what I was saying, Luti. It's this power grab. It's the curse of Africa, if I can say that. When you're in power, you want to stay and hog on
Forever.
until you die. Chief, it's not a dictatorship.
That guy's
Let people
Especially in
grow.
this country.
Yeah.
Can't push
Oh,
it.
but he's been doing
And
that.
bro, like with him, with like the structures that are in place now, dog. Like I was honestly thinking, because we can, all, like you were saying, we can complain and say this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Solution, bro. They need to restructure everything from how they structure match day fixtures in the PSL for me, dog. Because what is it? Next week is the derby, 9th of
yeah,
March.
9th of March, yeah.
That game will always get full. Top 10 derby.
It's a category A game.
Exactly.
Tandunga Tan.
Dog. But now, how do we do it to certain games where we can get consistently 10 to 20,000 fans going to the stadium? That needs young people, but similar to what they've done in other sports now, here by the Wanderers, where they have all those activations and stuff, all these influencers doing that, but it's influencers who know sports.
Exactly.
In rugby, dog, you have all these kids having passing draws and stuff to win. Bro, I want a bum mat, dog, because I tossed the rugby ball into a burn, dog.
Exactly.
Have these data competitions, dog, best skills, all those things, all these Philly games things, dog, put them at the stadium, allow these people to win. And I'm telling you, you'll get foot traffic into the stadium, dog.
Bring
That's
back
how
the
we grow
fans,
game.
yeah.
You gotta bring back the fans. That can't
Bring
be
back
the
the
double
fans.
win, bro.
And I think the other frustrating thing is that, to build up on your point, is that they can't sit back and say, yeah, Marcin's Aranja. You have examples from different sporting codes.
Yo.
You can see how this works for this sport, this works for this. You don't even have to just stay local. You can look overseas. You can say, oh, they run this like this. That's how they get the community into.
Wait, fan zone.
Come on.
He's
Come
a
on.
SAFA president.
We are
that
not
time.
tapping like Super
We don't
Bowl is
have-
big, the small things, dog. We're only scratching
true.
the surface.
Fans
dog.
Aranja, you know, for you.
Dog, we don't. PSL doesn't have a.
Lento siyadakwa.
What do you call
guys.
this? yeah, shy.
Lento iyashaya.
Iyashaya.
Sorry.
Fantasy league.
Yeah, then
Jan.
but ungafaka bani fantasy league yakhona.
No, but
Sundowns long, mara, 3 players.
but
8 assists.
obviously you can't. You understand? You can't. But that's what brings in
Small
fan
things like
engagement.
that.
Small things like
But
There's
go
no
back
fan
to the schools. Go to the schools. Activate.
Remember when the Black Label Cup started, where fans could choose the squad.
Calling Black Label.
The
Calling
Calling
Black
Black
Label,
Label.
yeah.
Yeah. That got
No,
fans
they had
involved.
that last year, and the fan engagement, bro. They could pick. I think
Was
now
it
Jan-
where they were picking youngsters?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Look
one.
at how
yeah.
the
The
fans
fanning-
know the game. They picked a starting 11 of their choice. Kunes I think he'll get a long-serving goalkeeper. He's always, since Black Label started, he's been number one voted. Always.
But
then they put in...
there's a certain level that you get to now.
That's generational.
That's generational.
You
Once
can't
you get to
touch.
that level, you can't do anything wrong.
You can't.
In my eyes, good.
Exactly.
So I'm fun. For sure.
Kune.
Personally, my opinion, men are supposed to play overseas, dog.
A lot of players, Chief. But because Abokeza and Bovi want to hog,
you can't
say
he's
20 no, let him grow.
And that's probably what breaks the wage structure also.
Exactly, no, it's very comfortable in South Africa, Chief. South Africa is very comfortable. I'm getting 5M a month. Why should I leave? Why should I leave?
250 a week.
Why should I leave?
And you know that 5M here in SA goes much further than that 20,000 pounds a week.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So dog, it's a tough thing, but I think, bro, like when you have that kind of talent and you have the chance to go for it, take it, bro. You only got one chance to do this thing, bro. But with SAFA, dog, I think SAFA, PSL, all these things, they need to come together, bro, to start implementing this fan engagement and bringing people back, dog. So there's a cult following of PSL in football, and I've only realized, dog, small things when you're taking an Uber, drivers listening to the radio, watching.
Listen.
PSL. Yeah,
Exactly.
The support is there.
When last year I hear that?
Support is there.
Yeah, when last?
Not
Yes.
even Zulu, bro. If you walk around, sometimes at work at least, because my t-shirt's nice, I wear a Kaizer Chiefs shirt. I just get off. Milford. You understand? You understand? That shows that people do watch the game, they're interested in the game, but we can't get to the games.
And they also want to laugh at
Transport, just to a soccer game, hell.
Look at Dumasi next
Logistics.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mad. It's
miserable stuff.
gonna
Yes,
be mad.
yes.
And you have to go the extra mile just to get there. And then
Yeah, true.
you get there, the team is just a team. They're not
there's no
engaging.
passion,
You understand?
You're not seeing fights on the field, that kind
Look
of
at
stuff.
how rugby. I don't know why it's different, but after a rugby game, they open up the stadium. Fans, kids can go to the ground, signing. You understand? A kid will be like, "Ufunke bonu ulodge, ufunke bonu ulodge," but with that, the kid won't go alone to the stadium. Obviously, uzamba no baba or umama. Already, that's more bums on seat. And that's how it
Here
goes
comes
up.
the financial incentive. This is how you drive up the profit.
You get more in.
But yeah, we could chat about it all day, and I really want to talk about this one. Now, obviously, with Bafana Bafana coming third place in AFCON, each player, I think they won 23 more for the players, and they just got over R1 million per player.
Each year.
You were saying something about we don't have an under 23 team for the Olympics, but Banyana is actually playing, ironically, Nigeria. Please, by all means, just as functional food.
Oh man, our girls, bring back our
Please,
girls.
bring back our dignity. Please. But when they won the women's AFCON, they only got initially 400,000 from SAFA, then by Patrice and other sponsors CNN, and this bump it up to 2 million. I understand the male game makes more money, but that disparity for me doesn't sit well with me.
You know,
It's heartbreaking.
in this example is where it's crazy. Because with other examples, I put the NBA and the WNBA. I always understood why Awole Pro are getting more money.
Yeah.
Yes, they bring in more money, but also the level of performance.
It's way, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You look at the two
crazy.
games.
Watching JPKs on the court compared to watching LeBron. That's how big.
JPK's on the court. Wow. Yeah.
But with the example that we just mentioned now,
And they winning.
Banyana won.
Yeah.
And AFCON, not once, but twice, I think.
And we came third, but we getting a meter, they getting 500K.
Not even half,
That
400, say this.
that doesn't make any sense. And it's the same institution that's paying them.
Yeah.
It's not true there's a
Kev
difference,
and
it's the same.
SAF.
I don't agree with that.
Hey, Mona, yeah, it just goes back to, I won't lie, bums on seats. They were playing Tanzania now on Tuesday when they qualified to go to the next round. Tickets were 20 Rand, fan engagement was there. They trying to implement what we keep saying, you understand? And it was nice to see fans on a random Tuesday packed in the stadium.
Go watch Banyana.
to go watch Banyana. You understand? And that's what needs to happen. Also, corporate needs to pitch in, Bafana. Corporate needs to pitch in. Corporate South Africa needs to pitch in.
Right.
Guys, First for Women insurance, they can be like First for Women sponsoring Banyana. There's a lot of women brands. Be like She First, all of these brands.
They have the means.
They have.
Secret.
But always, and all of these things, they can market with these girls that are doing an amazing thing. And shout out to Jermaine Siposenyo, 100 caps for Banyana. Shout out. So, yeah, man, that's what it is. Corporate, if you guys and you know corporate, guys, yeah, do something. You understand? Guys, do something. Because it's very rare to see a Banyana player driving around in a sponsored car.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
But honest, do you think SAFA is putting the same effort that they put in the males towards the females?
Never.
And that's kind of messed up because the one is the winning team.
And the
Yeah.
other one, yeah,
It's only now starting to pick, so it's almost like how, bro.
And there's no professional women's league.
That's another thing.
There's no
That's another
professional
thing.
women's league.
And there used to be one.
Yeah, it used to be like SABC One.
Yeah.
There used to be one.
Was the Sasol something?
And Sasol has been sponsoring them since.
Bro.
But the fact that, guys, 'cause it's only Sundowns that has a women's team,
Yeah,
and they
I was
win
about to say that.
these CAF Champions League. It's only them. Where's Pirates? Where's Chiefs? Institutions of football. Why don't they have?
the structures.
Muzano chairs.
Why?
Those things, dog. But this is mainly for the guys, but I would assume for the ladies as well. You go to a trial, 1,000 before you even.
Hey.
Why?
Hey, football politics.
You must pay before.
You must pay to make it.
Literally last week, dog, I saw them release. I think it was Chiefs and Sundown. They released so many flyers about fake trials, dog. Entrance fee 750, 2 ID photo, what. And I'm just like, fair too. This is hurting the game.
Then they're gonna lie about your age after that.
Well. We found out that I cut this beard, I'm back to 21, bro. Sorry, man. Hey.
The structures are a real problem.
Too much. But yeah, I think you know what, in all, the African game is starting to pick up. I'm not gonna say it's in a good place, but it's improving, which is what I'm very, very happy about. I am a big proponent for sustainability. I don't want 1 year it's done. We wait for AFCON picks up.
So that's what I was about to say. Are we sure it's gonna continue picking up, or was it just a 1 year thing?
With the way it's going, nobody knows the answer to that.
Speaking up, definitely.
But I just hope it can be
Dog.
sustained. But yeah, take it to up north, up there now.
Up north.
You know, to the fancy clubs that we're wearing now.
Hey, man.
Los Blancos, Galacticos.
What Galacticos?
The money.
Hey, we're gonna have chats about them. Those are, yeah, they're just buying all the homies, but right now, 10 out of 11. Shout out to the homies, bro. Madrid now.
Shout out to the boys.
It's the homie.
I like how you guys are fighting to sign Bab. And then the whole of France is like, no, you can't sign. They pulled in the president and the sheikh to keep him there.
For Lotin, like that. Hey, but 98 boys are wild, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
You need a Galactico signing, and he's one.
He's the only one.
The missing piece.
Him or KDP? They won't go for Allah.
KDP is not Galactico.
That's the thing.
Mbappe is a
You know,
Galactico.
Mbappe in Madrid, that love story, it's tough, but it reminds me of Twilight, my opposite. The whole and fit team back. It's as you load in.
Did you ask him, Tim Edward? Stupid.
Because outside I'm a part-time Madrid fan because I'm more Chelsea, you know. But I know as Madrid fans, in fact, we even have this parasocial relationship with him.
But let me get this. Clearly, you love teams that love spending money.
Wait, you think Chelsea's gonna get Mbappe?
No, never.
I was like, don't break your heart like that, boy. That's like loving a Pitorian, eh?
Hey, okay.
Never continue.
Hey,
Straight to the heart. Chest rep.
hey,
What's that penguin?
Mr. Silayo.
I do think that it's confirmed he's going to pull up, but hey, that saga fit.
Now it's gonna pull up.
But that saga fit, it's something else.
Now we'll see in June.
Yeah.
But with chatting about the European team, I just wanted to obviously get your perspective of you guys as
Burning United
the Champions
shirts.
League.
Oh, so
Wait, Larry. Just shooting.
Reckless. But with the Champions League first legs being done now, obviously the ties are nicely in the balance, and they have them over. How have you been finding the Champions League? And do you think, like me, that it's the easiest Champions League for Madrid and City to win?
I've got something crazy to say.
It's crazy, okay.
Madrid, maybe they'll make the semi-final. Maybe.
Not maybe. It's Madrid, bro. I'm not even a Madrid fan.
Tell me which team are they going to link that they're going to sweep past.
Bro, they're already sweeping past Leipzig.
Okay.
leave
That's
Leipzig.
fair. After that,
I don't know, it depends.
Semi-final, yeah.
It's quarterfinal.
It's quarterfinal, sorry, yeah.
Depends on the draw.
I might seem crazy, nah? I think the team we should be watching out for is Inter Milan.
Really?
Nah.
For sure.
Yeah, nah. When was the last time Inter?
They were in the final last season.
If you, and I'm not saying I'm a Serie A correspondent.
Yeah,
Top of
but
Serie
yeah,
If
they
you watch how they play there, if you watch, the only reason why they got the result they got against Atletico is because we know Diego Simeone, haram football. He's there to do
Copper
everything
star,
else.
Baba.
Bad football.
fuck the pass.
Yeah, haram football.
But you see when you say Diego Simeone, Porto's defense.
Hey, they made you guys cry.
Porto's defense.
Bro, I think they
No.
said only play in 90 minutes was about 57 minutes there.
My man.
Porto's defense.
Imagine.
Sure. I said, wow.
Utiangela,
The whole way. The whole way.
Ghana, they moving, they organized.
And I was about to
Yonkinto.
say,
Stop nonsense.
because the XP is not there in the squad like that. If you do that, if you captain, I'm saying in the if you captain at that level, you just want to get in the heads down.
Mentality. That's what it is.
Dog, Pepe had more caps than the entire Arsenal team, dog.
Pepe has more UEFA Champions League than this.
You see, Porto has more Champions League than us.
Shut up. I was just on the Pepe chat. I was on the Pepe chat, but okay.
But like, honestly, for me, like, dog, I think obviously top two picks to win the Champions League is City and Madrid. But I don't think Man City will win it again this season.
Nah, they won't.
But let's see what happens to Bayern.
Nah, Bayern is topsy-turvy, man.
Can I tell you what's going to happen with Bayern? Nah? He knows he's leaving, he's fired. I've seen this before. He's going to put them in a position they have never been in. They're going to
Sabotage
be like,
or-
is this sabotage? I know my boy, I love him, he loves me, I know him.
You've seen it before.
Position they've never been in the history of that club.
Then he comes back to Cape
Because I
Town.
think it's a stupid thing to fire someone before the season ends.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's
very
it's like
I
that.
don't dog the way Bayern is look. You know how it is at Bayern.
I'd shake it.
At Bayern, I feel like it's more frowned upon to lose
The league.
Yes, he's
Fair,
yeah,
fair. That I
because he's not even getting the league.
Because now the thing is, the only
league is
people
gone,
carrying
Chief.
there, it's Kane, it's Musiala.
Yeah.
After that, you
child labor house, as you said.
check, you look it. Tuchel, he's going to do one of two things. He's either going to put them in a position that they've never been for in their life, as a club, as an institution, he's going to put them not in the mud, under the mud. Or
This man is
So he's betting
experienced.
them.
guy everything else and just win the Champions League. But it's going to be one hell of a job he's going to have to pull off.
I think he's going to sabotage and make them play hard during training so that they fuck up each other. I'm just saying, I don't know.
But
Conspiracy.
There's even like reports being leaked now that he told his players some shit at training or whatever, and like people were just saying, why don't you fire Tuchel now? Because clearly, like you said, this man is like, I'm gone. I'm gonna get my payout. Let me fuck shit up as much as I can.
And then
I don't care.
Tuchel's the type of guy from the years that he spent at home there. He'll
This man is hurt.
He doesn't hold back. So what you're saying, but there's reports that he probably did it more than once.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuchel,
But he told Kimmich he's not a number 6, bro, and he's not good quality to play for. But Joshua Kimmich,
I'm fit.
Nah,
how many years
but
has he been
but
playing
now,
this trade there?
now King, there's a problem with Kimmich, bro. Kimmich wants to play number 6, but Kimmich is they don't have a right back, bro.
And naturally,
They need a
never
right.
be a
They
Philip
need a
Lahm.
right back,
You will
bro.
never be a Philip Lahm.
They need a right back.
You can't be.
but and naturally
How?
you can
Can never
You
happen.
can slot him there.
Wait.
Right back. Kimmich was a right back before he went there.
He was an understudy of Philip Lahm.
Yes.
And then, but in midfield, I don't know why. But
because he's calling his own shots.
At the end of the day, and
He's
that
calling
messes
his own.
up-
He's messing up the
players have more
yeah.
power than
He's losing the dressing room.
The China, bro. Yeah. Just throwing the leather jacket.
Muller running the dressing room now. Honestly, it's
How
not
long has been Muller playing? And that guy has been looking old
German football.
from 2010, Chief. I thought Muller was old in 2010, and you know he was a youngster.
How can you win a World Cup, a Champions League, all these things, and you can't even run?
Sure.
Baba.
You
Even
can
the
trap, you
form,
can
boy.
pass.
Even the form, boy, the
You can trap, you can pass.
Score goals.
Yeah.
Finish.
Done.
You know your job.
You know your job.
Do your thing. Say Jamie
You know your
Vardy,
job,
mina
yeah.
faka ibhola ngiyascora chayile ngizomaka nenzeni angizigcini.
Jamie Vardy, Masimba, 11 goals in a game, but I
Drop
remember
that
that cast.
That-
Even once the rest of the field's done.
Just but keep it on, bro. Just keep it on. Keep that cast on because sazifakeni da some juju.
Maria Sevenz.
Anyway,
on your UCL point saying it's either City or Madrid.
Yeah, can't you?
I want to say Inter and follow my own agenda, but I'll say City. City's path now, to me, from the group stages, in another Europa quality league. Like Europa League quality, if it's high.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same City anymore. We know this City.
But it's not the same City, I agree.
It's not the same
quality
City.
of opponents they have. They might as well play in Europa or Conference League. Because they're not
Copenhagen.
playing Champions League quality boy.
Copenhagen. City versus Copenhagen.
And the thing is, those guys are playing Man City at the worst possible time. You know, once you play City after the New Year, when Pep starts bringing out his cigars, and he says, "I need it."
And
Gundo.
Like this.
Grealish starts his stance.
Wamit.
and just sits down.
Yeah.
He's gonna swear at one of his big players and already
Yeah.
done KDB. He's done
It's going for
Foden.
Haaland also.
Someone else is about to catch some
It's
time.
going Rodri now.
Obvious.
It's going Rodri.
Player.
Rodri.
That was allowed.
But when Antona gun to your head, don't pick with your heart because you're going to hurt yourself.
Nah, to mina, Tana, I don't want to
But
say
Michel
City or Madrid, but if City plays Porto with this defense, ne? Antoine. See after what I saw.
Porto that much.
After what I saw from Porto. Yeah. I'm traumatized.
PTSD. Inzima le nto leyo.
Tana Pela City, you defend, you nice.
True.
Yeah, you're just waiting for that one KDB pass. You take KDB out of the game, you're nice.
True.
Which is easier said than done.
Yeah.
And just
He makes it tick, obviously, but if that sniper boy and Dana Foden is.
But Madrid, I don't want to even say Madrid because they don't have a goal scorer. They don't have goals.
okay.
Jude.
Nah, listen.
You need a striker, bro.
Madrid, there's just this thing that they have when it's Champions
It's
League.
tradition. They have
You understand?
tradition. It's there.
It's in the blood.
It's in the blood.
You understand?
I mean,
You understand?
1 minute
Carlo
at the
Ancelotti is there. Finish.
1 minute at the Bernabeu
Done.
is like 90 minutes.
Done.
It's there.
Or Isaiah's first time looks at you snacks, something happens to him.
He just looks, he's like, looks at the bench, he's like, yabo,
But-
boy. And then,
Mabangathola umuntu ozokora. Mfana, they're gonna be dangerous.
Mbappe.
That's
I think we got Galacticos 3.0.
Yeah.
Because what 2.0 was with Bo CR7. And
Yeah,
then
it's with CR7,
it's
yeah.
3.0. And it's with the Black Brothers.
So
But you know,
Yo, took over, eh?
not too much.
You know this Galactico chat, nah? The only one I recognize is Bokrizo.
You don't recognize
you don't
the
know the first
Come on.
one.
I know it, I hear it, I see it.
They
But-
didn't win.
But if
Yes.
we're talking,
They didn't win as much as this
Apart
guy.
from entertainment, what's it about?
Hey, Galacticos is all about splashing.
No, you know it's a Galactico. It's spotlight. The whole world is like, yo.
Because that's the thing. They got the shampoo boy back, got there looking good. They were just getting
Yeah, they got the Barcelona Figo.
cheese boys.
They got the Barcelona Figo.
The fact that
Nazario, Ronaldo.
Figo,
Sure,
that man had to get police escort just for taking a corner.
sure.
That's Galactico.
Hey, let it die.
Perez is just like, he's a showboy. He's there for the football. He's there for the entertainment. That's what makes a Galactico.
I'll give him that. Malume Flow, I'll give him that.
You understand? He's just like, no, understand the pot. Tulega cool. Yeah, thingy.
All eyes on me.
Super League.
You understand? You understand?
Get to that.
He's making Abo Lentuzana cut grass now at Barcelona because Havana man.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Real Madrid is making Barcelona touch feathers, chief. Can you?
Yeah.
They want to stop the sponsorship with Nike and produce their own shirts.
Oh yes, I saw that.
But
Barcelona, yes. They want to stop. Havana man.
Yeah, bona mad.
There are a few things.
How bad man was
Liver number one, number two. When I speak and I say Barcelona is not a going concern, I say, here's Mchani hating.
You know when I saw that
it is an illegal institution.
when they sold Suarez for less than $10 million.
That's when you saw
Yeah. Suaro.
Everybody must understand with Barcelona now. There are a few things in the footballing world that give me joy. And seeing Barcelona where they are now.
Oh, I love it.
You're happy.
Tears to my eyes.
Oh, tears.
Yeah.
Tears of joy.
Wow. It's
I
immaculate.
feel like it was even fine that the Europa us in the Champions League match. When it was us, when it was Chelsea. It's fine. For what I'm seeing now, what I'm experiencing now, it's beautiful. Fethu Shaba was Penzani, Fethu yo, Petri, slave hours.
Slave hours.
Out, Gavi injury. This is the beauty of football.
Oh,
That sometimes you're on top, and sometimes no way.
Nah, but it shouldn't be like this.
Nah, but
I
it
never
should,
knew you
dog.
could wax so lyrically. Bro. You're like Shakespeare in his prime,
I'm
dog.
telling you, Barcelona will bring that out of you.
What did they do to you?
Nah.
I don't like that club.
Barca, hey. Barca, but yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking about Papa Fiorentino and his Super League, there's now hems obviously that they've restructured and they're saying, no, there's going to be relegation or whatever. This thing is for the good of the game, blah, blah, blah. One with you, gents. One, do you think the Super League is actually going to make it this time? But two, bro, is it not time for football to actually finally put a stamp and say, you know what, clearly we can't regulate ourselves and stop fucking being these big-headed, arrogant pricks who are saying, no, we're going to secure our money and we're going to run our own thing. And get a flipping independent body to monitor what the hell is going on in football. Because, bro, shit like Bo Haaland going for 75 million. Folks, who in the world believes that transfer fee and who believes Kylian Mbappe is going to go on a free transfer to Real Madrid?
Free? Never.
Nah, definitely not free.
No.
Maybe man, 200, 150, 200.
Exactly.
150, 200, I
But
can see that.
fine print is gonna be.
Yeah.
Nah, you cats, I don't know, but like football, from the beginning when they started the mother body, FIFA, the plan was to make money,
Yeah,
nothing else.
true.
Entertain.
It was the first
The reason why we actually all wearing Adidas. You understand?
Shout out to the three stripes.
I should have worn my Chelsea top.
So already FIFA's eating. FIFA, Adidas, Germany. It's football institution. They knew what they were doing. It's a whole sociological chat behind this. Would say no, we are here for the money.
What's the
And
primary objective?
what keeps people happy, and how can I make money off that? And a mother like a regulatory body, what? Never.
Mega by far.
Never. Because they'll lose.
Yosibana kanjani?
It's gonna. Buzz jumpy say. So rather, let's just keep it down. If you're gonna chow money, don't chow. Do you understand?
chow
Don't
proper.
repeat the 2010 World Cup
We're
saga.
going to see 100 million fields continuing, then we just draw lines.
This World Cup to the US, I want to see how much was paid to who. Doesn't make sense. US.
Is it US or
These
US and Mexico?
It's US, Mexico, and Canada.
Yeah,
But you see,
How many teams now? It's 48.
yeah, 48, yeah.
Exactly, that as well. And now they're saying, what did Arsene Wenger say? World Cup every 2 years.
Never.
That's
Because
3
what?
months he's pushing for that
It's
shit.
going to
and
lose
it's
its
serious.
prestige now if they do that.
It's World Cup.
Arsene Wenger runs a business.
Hey, got the
Yeah,
He took them from Ireland to England's most expensive stadium in what? In England.
At heart. In his blood. That's
Arsene Wenger. That man runs a business.
But Chairman, do you think the World Cup in the USA is actually gonna pop off? I think obviously in terms of like people showing up, stadiums always gonna be full for the
MLS.
World Cup. But do you think it's going to be the World Cup?
Can I wait? One question. We're gonna go back to Super League now. After the okay, Aisha. World Cup in America now. I'm a bit scared. I don't know.
Yeah, me
Maybe
too.
Dutura Vegas.
Market-wise, it's going to be crazy. We know.
Yeah,
they have it all.
Final in New York.
Oh, come on. But that doesn't make
I
sense.
think
But
it's a MetLife Stadium.
it makes money sense.
No,
Commercial too crazy.
Yeah.
Commercially, it's probably going to be the biggest one we've ever seen. Commercial. The fact that they're going to be touching in South or Central Mexico, Central, ne?
Yeah.
Central America. In North America, they're going to say Canada and US.
Same as the
Crazy.
Toronto.
It's going to go absolutely crazy. I think also MLS wise, apart from what that midget is doing in terms of helping them with eyes on their league, I think the World Cup itself is going to bring them a lot of eyes as well. Probably the quality also. Because
Quality will
their
improve,
men's team is pretty good.
Yeah, the quality will improve.
But I think it's going to go up. I think a lot of players are also going to go MLS.
Did they qualify for the last World Cup? No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they
US?
were- Yes.
Were they there?
I remember they played Netherlands or someone.
Group
Didn't
stages,
even play.
man.
There was a lot of drama with
London Don or
What's his
Rain?
name?
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
drama with him, his mom, because his mom and dad
Yeah.
are big US players, like they're legends. They were keep hearing things about the coach. So yeah,
It was
But I think
touchy
it's gonna
touch.
be- yeah, I think it's going to be quite big. That World Cup.
Commercial wise, yeah.
No, commercially, they're gonna rake it in.
Them and
They're
Qatar.
gonna rake it in.
Yeah, too crazy, Fit. Too crazy.
One of the biggest ones. But yeah, dog, you clearly want to get something off your chest with the Super League.
Hey, Super League, to be honest with you now, I was very against it. I was, no, football's for the fans.
Yeah.
Football's I've seen the light.
Show us the light.
I feel to Super
That
League.
shirt.
Wait, it's the
Go and
man.
support it now.
The man.
Oxford,
Why? Why?
I'll tell you why. Let me
Yes.
just tell you first. The only reason why I'd be like, one, you can't have the head or someone who has ties to a club, for example, like Papa Flo, heading the whole thing. That's where there's going to be problems.
Of course.
They need to get someone on their own, like an Adam Silver, something. Two, you can see that it derives from the jealousy that they have when they look at the Premier League.
Of
the
course.
Premier League, Spanish Apo, it's not messed up like the Serie A or La Liga. The way you guys run your clubs and your leagues, hard. You guys
Yeah,
are giving money
flawless.
to 2 or 3 teams. The structure doesn't make sense. Premier League, things just make sense. And you can say there's an eye of jealousy.
Of course.
Those are the only 2 faults. Other than that, now Super League, I'm giving it the green light.
You didn't tell me why.
Let's get to one.
Yes.
Evolution, we can't hold it back.
But what's wrong with UEFA that you are supporting the Super League?
No, let him tell us the reason
what's the
why
joke?
they're supporting.
And I'm going to use a very out-of-the-box example.
Nake.
Just Ambelama.
Penguin.
One, they're bringing football to the world.
Silayo.
The world.
But you're going to be able to see Liverpool versus Chelsea, La Paz soccer season,
No.
Madrid versus, for example,
Yeah.
Madrid versus Arsenal.
You wait for chief.
Yeah.
So when you think
UEFA.
they're going to take
Jele.
Man United
Obviously.
versus Madrid to Putin's land. Well,
But
not
obviously-
Russia's horrible, but let's
Not
say
now,
Germany.
yeah, it's going to land in Sydney, it's going to land in the MetLife Stadium. I feel like football going to the world, that's what we need, bro. Football going to the world, football is free now. Clubs are free from these imaginary sanctions that they want to
Not Super
hold us
League.
down with. Super League, look at the NFL, for example. Obviously, they're not similar sports, but I want to tell you about the structure now. No relegation already.
Hey, that's powerful.
That's nonsense.
That's
All the teams are going to have money. Now, there won't be this thing of, we have money, you don't have money. All the teams are going to have money. Because there's no worry from an owner and from their fans who are going to go down and won't be able to come up. NFL, they use that, what is it? Socialist structure where,
Yeah.
and look at the NFL the way it is.
Chilo ka
Still money.
we're not rata chelete. As long as it's an
You just about you're about the money.
Accountants.
That's how rata chelete.
Buffett, Super League is the way I'm telling you.
But okay, how's Super League gonna work? Teams have to qualify, or the ones that initially
How do you qualify for it?
Yes, how do you qualify for
From what I
that?
understand, there's going to be 2 or 3 tiers.
Yes, there's 3 tiers.
Yeah. You don't do that thing where...
But it's still 32 or 36 teams.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Because it's 10, 10, 16.
Obviously, Chelsea will qualify before Southampton. It's just how things are with the bigger clubs.
You never know, eh? Never know. Never know, eh?
I'm backing Leeds on this one.
It's coming home. I can't wait for Kelvin to come back. That's absolutely.
Leicester will come back to the Premier League and still surpass you guys.
In terms of the qualification record,
Yeah?
it has to do with obviously who was there first, who was there.
Yeah.
After that, the stature of your club. After that, below your how the new Champions League is going to span, where it's going to be. What is it?
No, the FIFA Club World Cup.
Correlation coefficient.
Things along those lines, which I think is fair. But who's going to want to see Coventry City playing every week against Madrid?
No, actually, you see now.
That's what
was one of the most beautiful things we've ever seen in football.
Yeah.
And that's
2016 or whatever that is. That was a glorious time, bro. So you tell me we can't have that no more, bro.
And that's fine. I think times were beautiful when cavemen were busy.
Ah,
Here we are. Evolution.
No.
The sport must evolve. I think trying to hold the Super League back and fighting against it is a very archaic way of thinking, Jele. We need to
Jele, maybe
move with the time.
If I was a football player, I'd want you as my agent, bro.
Yeah. You profit.
To run football, I want you nowhere near.
I'm not fighting this. I'm just saying, how will it work? I want to understand that. How does it work?
You know, to be honest with you now, I don't have all the answers for you right now.
Who does? No one does. Everybody's asking that. I'm sure Papa Flo has the same questions in his head. Nah. He just wants it incorporated and out.
I don't know the commissioner of the NFL. If they can just talk to him and say, boy, that's cool. He's got the answers. The setup that they want to set up now, I think it's going to work. I think it's going to make
Won't it be too much football?
Also that.
To add on to the 2 worries I have, that's probably the 3rd worry.
Won't it be too much football? Because we've been sharp football down our throats now.
Players are crying about
the weekend.
But at the same time, Chens are playing 82 games a season.
They're playing what?
They're by 82 games a season, they're by NBA.
NBA is 30 minutes. Stop start, chief.
Plow your trade. Play. You're getting paid the biggest stakes in Mhlabeni. Play.
Dog, I would agree with you.
Jele is doing the money runs the world mentality. Money runs the world.
Golf did, where they say, no, you Oaks are running a monopoly, bro. We also want to get involved.
But
exactly.
Let's run competing leagues. Then they said,
no.
Okay, these Oaks are actually funded by some heavy people.
Yeah, no.
Let's chat to them, negotiate, and actually run a comp that can actually support both our values and we get what we both want. Right? But what Super League is doing, Super League is basically saying, boys, let's go out for breakfast. You bring your Ferrari, I bring my Lambo, they bring their Porsches and Maseratis. We're chilling on the golf course. Nobody can join us unless you have the entrance fee, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I say let's give it a try.
No.
And if it doesn't work, we put it to bed.
No.
They can try.
They're killing football now.
And play each other every week.
Socialism in sports, it'll take us to a very top.
I don't see the benefit in this, honestly.
Especially teams like Arsenal. Where you guys are almost there. You just need that last kick to get over the finish line.
The last kick is not money. The last kick is not 10 billion.
Let's go.
Frankie would agree with me. Who plays he agrees with me. Hey,
that man. Even if it's 25%.
I want to convince them. Sure. I want to them they have politics. We don't need money. Okay, maybe not. We don't need money.
No, that one is hanging in the water. I'm sorry.
Yeah, to me, I don't see the benefit on, honestly.
The last 2 things, obviously, just to wrap it up now. First thing I wanted to start with was obviously like now, it's a big time for both Netflix and stuff where they're shooting cameras everywhere, football documentaries. Leeds, all now, Arsenal, whatever. You've got Mourinho chatting shit to go. What was it? We don't need you at the club. With the documentaries, dog, I went at first asking, because it was like, we finally get to go into the change room, see what's happening. But now, bro, I feel like it's becoming almost too much, dog. Right? Like, dog, imagine you're down 3-1, whatever, semi-final of the Champions League, away at the Bernabeu, dog.
Inside the dressing room.
Boy,
They're getting footage.
For the content.
Of the coach.
One man,
One man.
that's your problem.
One man.
Ndwana, how would you feel, dog? As you are performing,
you're getting clapped.
Less of your ability, and someone is here, dog, with the camera
in your face. You're getting clapped.
The documentary thing, man.
Let's make it more practical. He's there, Chelsea dressing room.
Oh,
in this state, Gutini corner.
Luton Town is showing you balls and ass.
Showing you balls and ass.
they just revamped this thing.
They hear in my face.
They hear in your face.
Luton Town.
If I can be very honest, it would get on my nerves. It would, because I feel like with the whole, like you say, the team chemistry that's set up, there's a certain privilege as players that you get where the dressing room is ours.
Sacred, chief. There's the stuff that goes on here. What happens in the dressing room stays
in the dressing room. Yes, it's nice for us fans. You get to see on the inside. Maybe there should be a balance.
How?
You've allowed them in. It's too late.
You've allowed them in.
It's too late now. Because there are certain documentaries and moments that I think about that they brought more light to certain situations. We enjoyed them as fans. I hear what you guys are
what's
saying.
that Man City one way? Who's this? Pep was literally swearing at Aguero.
Wasn't it all or nothing as well?
It was
the first one.
Yeah. You're not, I hear what you guys are saying. Where balance should have been struck because we've allowed them in now. It's just.
You can't even have those private chats now.
Oh. It's the whole commercial system, American, because Americans are very big on this.
Watch what will happen during the World Cup.
Hard knocks is every single season. Every year they go. You see you in 32 years or whatever, you're going to get a hard knocks unless you're a really bad team, then they just slide you. But now, dog, we are getting all these donkeys, bro, and I'm just like, you know what, man? It's losing that flavor for me as a football fan, like that curiosity about the game to say, oh shit, these are the stories, but and you could only get it through word of mouth, dog. Like think about when you gents were playing sports, dog. Even at race with Ooks, I haven't cast up. I've had rugby fields, dog, at practice where one of my boys got knocked out. There's no footage, but I'm telling you, dog.
And it's amazing.
It's here. It's here.
Dog.
It gives.
Sir Alex Ferguson holding that
boot. Curiosity. No one knows.
No one knows.
Those getting fired in the corridor. They mentioned who was it? It wasn't Ancelotti. It was the one before Ancelotti. Abramovich fired him in the corridor, and I was thinking, oh, imagine if we caught it on camera. But then at the same time, it wasn't.
No, you don't need it.
They don't need it, dog.
Because at least it's team, in a way.
Half time.
So now you can do it.
I love when the footage is crazy, whatever, the content is amazing, but I think for the players, it's keep the dressing room a little bit sacred, man. But then, last one of it, 30 seconds to a minute, exit.
Alright.
Ballon d'Or this season. Too early. Who you picking? Spare, Kate.
Now?
Yeah.
Give it to Haaland, man.
You know, might steal it.
You see,
Bellingham might steal this one.
Thank you.
Jude might steal this one. Point.
Champions League,
Sobona who Champions
When
League.
did they give the Ballon d'Or? End of the year.
January. It's in Jan
I
now.
want it changed ever since Messi won that 8th one, whatever, where they said.
They said 3. And then you want a body that's going to regulate FIFA.
But you can't, you can't regulate a magazine.
Give us. Let's make it. Give us.
But
top 3. Yeah.
Jude is stealing this one.
Not top the Ballon d'Or, Champions League, and Premier League win.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Premier League. I'm definitely saying Liverpool's winning it.
Okay.
Because Klopp boys will be like, one more for the manager. We need his statue outside Anfield.
Okay.
Ballon d'Or. I'm still staying with Haaland. I'm still staying there. That man is a freak.
The numbers have ruined the game.
But Ronaldo, was it not numbers also?
And I blame them.
Yeah.
So it's numbers. And then Champions League, who's winning? I don't want to say Real Madrid. I'm also going with Inter. Dark horse of note.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lautaro Martinez.
Ah, you know. Inzaghi. Complicated genius.
Misunderstood.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna entertain the Premier League chat. I'm also competing.
Oh, good.
But in thing he has you. Pepo unali habit, last minute things, dog. Pep, Pep pisses me off with that stunt of his. But City or Liverpool.
That's winning?
Yeah, the Premier League.
You're not putting yourself?
No, me, my boys, I know.
No, not juju.
Hey, juju. I don't want to juju it. Hey, I'm hoping. Let's leave it there. Hope. And then Ballon d'Or. Jude, dog. It's Jude, dog.
Okay.
Champions League. Hey, that one is a tricky one. Dark horse. There's the obvious ones. Hey, but the dark horse is something else. I'm gonna go with Inter also.
I like the fact that they've seen the light. Champions League, Inter. Premier League, it's coming back to London. And Ballon d'Or, if they're giving it end of the year and Mbappe goes to Madrid, they're giving it to him. For sure.
End it off, say it, Mbappe, Madrid, and Liverpool. Shout out to Bozen.